Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to Python, and in this video we are going to see data manipulation and analysis with Pandas library. Now Pandas is a very important library where you can actually perform exploratory data analysis. You can also perform a lot of feature engineering. So in this video we will be talking about all these particular topics, and what we are going to do is that I've also taken some kind of CSV file, sample data set, which we will try to perform some kind of EDA. We'll do some analysis. Let's say if there is a missing values, I'll show you how you can basically handle it. So let's quickly go ahead, and first of all, as usual, we have to go ahead and import pandas. So I will just go ahead and write import pandas as PD. And this is what is the library that we are going to specifically use. Then I'll just go ahead and write pd.read_csv. So let me just go ahead and use this read_csv, and here I'm going to basically use data.csv, right? So data.csv is a file name, and if you see over here, I've already uploaded data.csv, and these are my entire data. It also has a lot of missing values and all, so that will be amazing to check this. Anyhow, I will be giving you this in the entire material section. Okay, now let's go ahead and fetch the first 5 rows. Okay, and for basically getting this particular rows, what I'm going to write, I will just go ahead and write df.head of 5, and let's see this. So I have data like data, category, value, product, sales, and region. So these are some of the information that we have regarding that specific data. If you want to also go ahead and check out the last 5 rows, I can go ahead and write df.tail, and here I can just give the last 5 or last 10, whatever things, whatever number you give over here, that many number of records you'll be able to see from the end, right? So from the end, these are my last 5 records that you are able to see over here. Perfect. One more thing is that let's say you want to go ahead and see the the entire, if I just go ahead and write df.describe all the statistical things that you want, right? Like count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, 25 percentile, 58 percentile, 75 percentile, and over here you'll be able to see only values and sales has been taken, but remaining all it will just be considering as a categorical column. Okay, but if I probably consider value and sales, these are numerical columns, so it will just try to find out all this statistical analysis that we basically require for both of this particular column. Now this is there. Now let's say I want to also go ahead and see the data types, so I'll just go ahead and write df.d data types, that is nothing but d types. So here you can see date is nothing but object is nothing but string, category is object, float is 64, product is object, sales is float 64, region is object. Let's say if I want to probably go ahead and convert this into date time, we can actually do it with the help of data analysis. Again, with the help of pandas also we'll be doing, and we'll see those kind of projects when I will be creating a separate section for EDA. Okay, and how you can probably do some of the amazing EDA, all those things I will be discussing about. Okay, now let's go ahead and discuss about handling missing values. Okay, handling missing values. So first of all, what I'm actually going to do is that once we read any data, right, there will be chances that whether there is any missing values or not. So if I go ahead and write df.isNull, right, and I'll just go ahead and execute it. So here you'll be able to see with respect to my entire CSV file, wherever there will be false, that basically means there is no missing values. And let's say if there is some values like true, that basically means in this particular column, in this record, this value is missing and it does not have any values over there, right? So obviously this is a missing value. Similarly, you can see one more true is over here, one more true is over here. But just seeing like this, it becomes very much difficult. So what I will do is that, to find out the records, I will just go ahead and write something like this, and whichever are true, I will be able to get the answer. Just a second, I'm able to get an error, no worries. So I'll just go ahead and see this. Now you can see over here, nan values are specifically coming. So I think I've done some kind of mistake over here. So I'm writing, hey, df.isNull, or let me do one thing, very much simple. df.isNull, if I'm going to write, and I'll use .any operation, and let's say I'll go ahead and write access is equal to 1. So here you will be able to see that, with respect to every record, right? See, access is equal to 1 basically means what, right? With respect to every record, you'll be able to see where there is a missing value and where there is not a missing values. Okay, so these are some of the ways that you can probably check it out. Okay, and if I remove this access is equal to 1, by default it will take access is equal to 0. So here you can see for date, it is false, that is date is basically having all the values, category it is false, value is basically having a missing value, so it is showing true, sales is basically there, true, right? So all these things are. If you also go ahead and use one more inbuilt function called as dot sum, okay. So if I go ahead and use dot sum, here you'll be able to see, like in value, there are 3 missing values. In sales, there are 4 missing values, right? So all these missing values are specifically visible just by doing this. Like I'm just over here, what I'm calculating, df dot is null. Wherever it is true, all those summation is basically going to happen. And this is by default going to happen with the help of column wise. Okay. So here you can basically see that, okay, I feel like it is there. Okay. Now, the thing is that, value is basically having a missing value and sales is basically having a missing value. So can I go ahead and fill those missing values? So it is very much simple. Let's say if I don't know what all missing values are there, I can basically go ahead and write fill NA, right? Fill NA. And if I just go ahead and write fill NA with 0, right? By default, some 0 value, then you'll be able to see that all these values, wherever there is a missing value, it will be replaced with 0. It will be replaced with 0. It will be replaced with 0, 0, 0, 0. Everywhere it will be replaced with 0. And if you are doing this kind of replacement, you have to also make sure that you go ahead and fill this in another, or you create a copy of that particular data frame. And usually in most of the scenario, we don't fill with 0, because if I have a numerical value based on a distribution, I may want to probably, if it is a numerical value itself, I may want to replace the missing value with the mean of that specific column. Okay, so that also I will try to show it to you. Okay, now how to fill. Okay, and that may be the scenario over there, filling missing values, okay, with the mean of the column. Okay, let's try to do this. Okay, so here what I will do, I will just say, hey, df of, let's say I know what all missing values are specifically there. I'll say, okay, sales has a missing value. There are around 4 values over there. I will write, hey, df of sales, right, will be nothing but, or let me just go ahead and write sales underscore fill NA. Okay, so this will be my new column. And here what I'm actually going to do, I'll say, hey, df dot of sales, okay, dot fill NA. Now, if I want to really do the fill NA over here, how do I do it? If I'm using this particular function fill NA, so here I will just go ahead and write df of sales, right? And I know sales has that particular missing value, so I will just go ahead and take dot mean, right? So what I'm actually doing, wherever the nan values is basically present in that sales column, I'm going to replace with df of sales dot mean, the mean value. And now if I go ahead and see it, and if I just go ahead and print the df, so this is my new column that you'll be able to see, sales underscore fill NA. So it was 754 over here. Then you can see wherever there is a nan, here I'm able to get the mean value of this particular column. Okay, so here also you'll be able to see somewhere, you'll be able to see nan. Again, I'm having this particular value. Again, there is a nan. Nan basically means not a number. Okay, and here we are specifically having the values. Wherever there is a missing value, that is basically considered as nan by the data frame. And how easily I have actually created this particular column, and just by writing one line of code, you'll be able to see just by using this dot fill NA, I've replaced all the missing values with mean. Okay, so these are some of the amazing methods that are already present in data frames. But in EDA, we will be looking into more examples where we'll be also working with time datas and all. So first of all, let's do this entire analysis with the pandas, and later on you'll be seeing how I'll be combining Numpy, pandas, and some of the visualization libraries to do some amazing EDA. Okay, now let's do one thing again. Let's say that you want to change the data type. See, when I went and wrote df.dtypes, right? Dtypes. So here you can see data is an object category, right? And here you can see category is an object, right? And product is an object. Object basically means string. And let's say I want to probably go ahead and convert this into a numerical values, or see, if I probably consider date, I want to convert this into date time. I will be showing you this example later on when we do the EDA. But let's say that I have some kind of categories, product and all. I want to change, or here I have float 64. I want to probably convert this into an integer value. How do I probably do that? Okay. And let's say if I have a specific column, I want to rename that column. How do I do that? Okay. So some of the analysis that we specifically do, let's start with renaming columns. Okay. And here what I'll do, I'll just use this date column and I'll try to rename it, right? So here we have in df a rename function, right? Rename function itself. And here you'll be seeing that I'll be providing my columns name, like column name, which I really need to rename. So here I will just go ahead and say, okay, it is date, and I need to rename this to sales date. Okay. So let's say I want to probably go ahead and rename in this specific way, and all this entire thing will be replaced back in the df. So if I go ahead and now see, df.head, you'll be able to see, hey, I will be able to get all the answer. Okay, I'm getting an arena. Set object is not callable. We have to probably see, okay, I have to use colon. Okay, so this should be a key value pair, right, with respect to the column. Now, if I go ahead and see df.head, you can see sale data or sales data. I will just go ahead and write, but this time again, I can replace this sale date with sales data. And here you can see that I have actually replaced the entire column name. And similarly, you can also do it. And remember, this you really need to give in the form of key value pairs, because this is completely dictionary type. Okay. Now let's go ahead and change the data type. Let's say I will go ahead and change data types. Now in data types, let's say I want to probably change the sales, which is in float 64, back to int 32 or int 16, whatever things I want. So I will just go ahead and write df of let's say value underscore new. So let's go ahead and create this new column. And what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to probably take this entire value and I'm just going to change the data type. So I will go ahead and write as type with nothing but with float. Okay. Now, if I go ahead and write df.head, and here you will be able to see that I will be able to get a new column, that is value underscore no. And I've just converted this into float, but what I will do, I'll just go ahead and convert this into int, right? Cannot convert. Okay, it is having a missing values also. Okay, the main thing is that it is having the missing value over here. So what I will do, I'll just go ahead and write fill na. Okay, and with fill na, I will just go ahead and write df of value. I'll replace with mean. Okay, mean dot mean, df of value dot mean. Okay, and then I will convert that into type int. Okay, now let's go ahead and see this. So here you can see that now I'm able to get all the integer values. And here what I did, I just filled all the nan values with this mean, and I try to replace with that integer value. Okay, so here you can probably see this is my new thing with a new column. Okay, let's say I want to apply a function to one of the columns, right? So for that, obviously I've seen lambda, right? Let's say I will go ahead and say this will be my new value, and let's say my new value rate has got increased by 10%. Okay, 10% or double of this particular value, something, right? So here I will take this df of new value or value. Okay, whatever is the numerical column, I'm creating a new column. Now here I'm going to apply any function. So in order to apply, I'll just use this dot apply function. I'll call the function name inside this. So you can go ahead and create any function that you want, but I'll show you one application with the help of lambda. So here I will go ahead and use lambda function. I will go ahead and apply x, and I'll just give my expression x multiplied by 2. Okay, so if I go ahead and see this, and now if I go ahead and write df.head, so here you can see initially my value was 28, now it is 56.0, 78.0, 64.0. So that basically means I'm able to apply all this kind of operation specifically in this just by using one kind of function. And this can be an inbuilt function, it can also be a custom function. With respect to custom function, you just need to call it by providing the parameters. I think that will be more than sufficient. Okay, so this was with respect to the some of the manipulation operations, but when we see the full-fledged EDA, we will get to know more about it. Okay, now coming to the next thing, a very important topic altogether, and most common things that we specifically do is here I'm going to basically go to write data aggregating and grouping. Data aggregating and grouping. Okay. Now, data aggregating and grouping basically means that with respect to any column, let's say I want to probably go ahead and aggregate it. I want to probably go and do the things, right? I want to probably group based on different categories. I can actually do it. Okay. So let's say this is my df.head. Okay. df.head. Okay. Let's say based on products. Okay. I want to do an aggregation and I want to do the mean of this specific value. Can I do it? So let's see this. So here I will just go ahead and write grouped underscore mean is equal to df of product. Okay. I'm just going to group by this specific product, or let me just go ahead and write df dot, there'll be a method which is called as group by, and inside this group by I'm going to give my categorical column. Let's say my categorical column is product. Okay. And with respect to this categorical column, now when I'm grouping based on product, I have to also make sure that I need to calculate the mean, like product 1, what is the average mean, product 2, what is the average mean, something like that, right? So here I'm going to take my value, okay, dot mean, right? So once I probably do this, you'll be able to see, I will just go ahead and print my grouped underscore mean. So here, based on product 1, it is 46.21, based on product 2, it is 52.8, and based on product 3, it is 55.16. So that is what is the mean I'm able to get it. Let's say I want to probably do the group by based on 2 categorical variables, like let's say product or sale, product or region. I can also do that. So here what I'm actually going to write, I'll just go ahead and write df.group by, okay, and here I'm basically going to use my first column, that is let's say one first categorical column, that is product, and here I will give it in the form of list, right? So here the next parameter that I am actually going to specifically give, okay, let's see what is the next column, region. Okay, so let's say I am trying to group by 2 different categorical variables, and then I go ahead and take my value, and after giving the value, I'll just do the dot sum. And this time I'll not do an aggregation function dot mean. Instead, I'll do dot sum, like total sale based on products and region. Based on regions, I'm trying to find out what is the sale with respect to that. Okay, and now this will basically be my grouped sum, grouped underscore sum, and here I'm just going to print my grouped underscore sum. So here you can see, so based on product 1, you can see in east there is 292, in north there is 9, south 100, west 246. So based on 2 categories, I'm actually grouping it and I'm doing the sum of all the values. I can also go ahead and do the mean similarly. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And this time I will just take the mean. Okay, so based on every region and every product, I can also go ahead and calculate the mean. Okay, so here you can see in east there is 41.71, in north there is 4.450, in south there is 50.0. So all this kind of things are basically there. Okay, now let's say I want to apply multiple aggregate functions. Okay, so aggregate multiple functions. So that also you can actually do it over here. So I'll just go ahead and write grouped underscore agg aggregate, and here I'm going to write group by operation, df.group by. Let's say one of the categorical column, this time I will just take based on region. Okay, so this will basically be my region, and based on region, what I will do, I will take the value. Okay, I will take the value, and after taking this value, I'm just going to apply on my aggregated function, and this will be in the form of list, like mean, sum, and let's say one more aggregated function that I want to use is count. Okay, so all this operations I'm going to basically apply. Okay, and now if I go ahead and just go ahead and open it, so here you can see based on east the mean is 42, north this much, south this much, west this much, and again based on east sum is this much, north is this much, south is this much, west is this much, and count, you have all this particular data. So this was some of the amazing mechanisms of probably creating or doing some kind of aggregation function. Again, it's more about practice. The more you perform different EDA, you'll be able to do all these things. But just understand, whatever things we are able to do in SQL, right? All the things we are also able to do it over here. Now, let's go ahead and discuss about merging and joining data frames. Okay. So again, a set of operations that we can actually do with the help of merging and joining data frames. So let's go ahead and see some examples with respect to this. So guys, in order to understand merging and joining data frames, what we will do is that we'll go ahead and create some sample data frames. Okay, so here you can see with respect to df1 and df2, I have keys like ABC, and keys are nothing but columns ABD, and values are 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Let's say I'm going to print this. Let's say this is my df1, and along with this, this is my df2. Okay. Now, you know over here is that these are my columns, right? Keys and value. Now, can I merge a 2 data frame and on a specific key, and like I want to merge this 2 data frame, and here you can see one of the column is key, right? And it is, let's say there are some of the keys that are matching and we need to merge based on this. Okay. So first of all, we will try to merge this data frame on the key columns. Okay, on the key columns. So here what I'm actually going to do, I'm basically going to write pd dot merge df1 comma df2. Okay, now if you probably go ahead and see each and every parameters, right? So if I'm just going to merge this df1 and df2, right? Here there are a lot of parameters. Let's say something like left on. There may be another parameter like on, so let's try one by one with respect to different parameters. So here I will just go ahead and write on. Okay, so I'm going to probably merge df1 and df2 in such a way that I'll use a specific key. Let's say that particular key is my key column. Okay, and the kind of join that I really want to do between this particular data frame is inner. So I will just go ahead and use a parameter called as how. Okay, so once I execute this, see the magic. So this is my key, this is my value 1, this is my value 2. So in my data frame 1, I had key value 1. In my data frame, I had key value 2. Now based on a single column, I'm trying to merge both this particular data frame. So here, one first parameter that I have given is obviously df1 and df2, the two data frames which is basically getting merged. And coming to the next one, that is on which column name, right? Column name is key, right? Because this is the column which is matching between both this particular data frames. Then how the join should happen. So obviously I'm going to use the inner join. Inner join basically means from the left hand side, from the right hand side, both will be basically considered. So here you can see AB. So if I go ahead and see based on the inner join, AB is matching in both this particular column, right? Both this particular data frame, AB. Value 1, values are 1, 2. So value 1, 1, 2 is basically getting displayed. Value 2 will be 4, 5. So value 2 will be 4, 5. So this is how the merger is basically happened. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do this but same merger on different joining parameters. How? Let's say if I go ahead and do outer join. Okay. So here you will be able to see both the data frame will be considered. So key value 1 and value 2. So matching key is nothing but AB. So that is the reason you'll be able to see both this particular data. But with respect to C, I don't have anything as in my data frame 2. I don't have anything like C key, right? So that is the reason it is basically showing you nan value. And similarly, in the case of data frame 1, when our key value was D in data frame 2, nothing was there in data frame 1. So here you don't have anything like D is equal to something. So that is the reason here you'll be able to see that the value is nan. Okay. Now, in outer join, both the data frame is considered and each and every rows and keys will be probably considered. It will be joined. If there is no value matching with respect to that, it is just going to give you a nan. Okay. So this is also one type of join that we specifically do. The other join that I'm actually going to use is like left outer join, right? Now in the left outer join, left data frame will be considered or given more priority with respect to all the keys that are available, right? In df1 over here, I've given left df1. In the right, it is df2. So when I'm doing left join, df1 will be given more priority based on all the keys that is probably present. So here you can see AB, this value is getting matched. But with respect to C key, I don't have anything in my data frame 2. So that is the reason nan value is basically given. Okay. So this is also one more example. One more join is there, which is called as right outer join. So here on the same key, if I'm doing right outer join, now right side data frame will be given more priority. So that is the reason you'll be able to see D is over here. Value 1 will be nan because in df1 you don't have something related to key D, right? And value 2, it is basically displaying 6. So here right side data frame is considered more important and all the keys are basically taken over there. And based on that, whatever is matching from the left data frame, that is just written. If it is not matching, nan will be given, right? So these are some of the examples with respect to merging the data frame, and this will be very much important because whenever you work with any kind of data, right, you'll be able to see that hey, some or the other way we can really do a lot of data analysis. Okay. Now finally, there is also one more sales data that I've actually created for you. Just go ahead and try to do the same thing that we probably did it over here, right? Group by operations and all. You can practice it. I will be putting some kind of data sets over there in this particular material itself. So just go ahead and do some data aggregation operation like how I did product buy and all, right? You also need to calculate the average sales based on the product and all, right? So I hope you like this particular video. I think we have discussed a lot with respect to this, and more things we'll be discussing when we go ahead with doing EDA, right? So yes, this was it. I will see you on the next video. Thank you.